Greetings. This is Frida Adventure, and I welcome you to my return to my Critical Role recaps after an extended break from burnout due to Dagart. I am back, ready to restart with a new campaign. This is Critical Role campaign 4, the first episode. Or as I like to call it, go forth on a new adventure. I did manage to watch this live, but due to needing to finish up the homebrew ideas and working on other stuff, I will now just be able to. For now, in the future, I will be trying to record these not live, but record these either immediately after watching, or if it really goes too long, I'm tired, we'll be going the day after. Quick reminders: I do not own, as far as I know, I'm not associated with Critical Role. It's YouTube's or Twitch channels, or any of its other content, online content that it or Geek or Thjazi has. I'm just a fan with sharing with other fans. Also, I would like to warn you that there will be clips in this episode, including, I'll just say, it starts, probably the longest clip is like right at the start. These clips were added for fair use of mind, and there will be some things of import, like critical moments I had. Most of these are, such as that first one, and most of these are comedic moments, where to convey humor, very hard to convey. And now, with that out of the way, let's get into tonight's episode of Critical Role. So that's the city where they were.
Liam.
And it starts out immediately in no introduction with the. It starts out with an opening scene.
Someone you love very much is about to die.
Yeah. You can see the difference between Matt Mercer and Brendan Lee Mulligan here. Brendan Lee Mulligan, unlike Matt, won't always work it. He'll just go straight to the trauma. It still somehow works.
Introduce us to your character. My name is Fang. Hal. I am a older.
I really shouldn't have developed a peer pressure and took out my AC yet.
Dark-haired with streaks of white, orc gentleman.
No, it's a longer clip, so I'm gonna go get some more water.
Fine, but not ostentatious clothing. And has smile lines at the eyes from a life well lived. Trying in this moment to hold on to the spirit that has buoyed him through his life. Maybe not doing as well as he'd like to in this moment. This moment, you stand shoulder to shoulder with the people of the city of Dolmakyar. Its gray stone standing proud here at the eastern edge of the land known as Kahad. You stand under the guardian wall. Heroes heroes of the Shaper's War, carved in statues some 80 feet tall, their torsos emerging from masonry, from the rock and stone of the mountainside, lean and hold the mountains of Kavroset Bay. These statues arrayed side by side, orcs and dwarves, elves and humans, halflings, gnomes, beast folk, rendered here as heroes of a revolution, now fading from memory. Their looks of determination, heroism, and strength carved forevermore into their faces. What hope they bear in their noble visages. Under their arms stands the base of this massive wall at the eastern edge of the city, Dolmakyar, towering spires that follow the river Vrosh step by step down from the mountains as the city comes to life. Over your own neighborhood, you see a flight of magpies, black wings, white breasts take to the sky, flying over the stream as the mist rises on this gray day. The days have been mostly gray recently. The Guardian Wall, like much of Dolmakyar, is a place dedicated to heroism, camaraderie, the struggle of the mortal world to make a brighter day. And it is here, under the Guardian Wall, that they have strung up the hangman's noose to kill your brother, Thjazi Fang. Behind the wall, a wagon approaches. Soldiers, their heraldry and tabards alive with the crests of the sundered houses, Taconis, Helovar, Royce, Einfasen, Cormoré. March. You would think some beast of legend was left within this wagon, barred with iron as it is, for the amount of soldiers marching this man to the gallows. But it is just one man. The wagon pulls up to a small dais, wooden staircase, and a door leading through the wall out to the awaiting crowd and the hangman's noose. Waiting at the steps, his eyes on the approaching wagon. Luis is your character. Could you please introduce us to your character?
Yes. Azune Nayar stands tall, proud. Human in appearance, he is just over 5'10", but gives the presence of someone that's taller than that. His pride carries him above his height. He is strong, lean, muscular. He has medium brown skin and coppery auburn brown hair that's tied back in a braid, a birthmark that goes up the right side of his neck, up his face, and up to his forehead around his eye. His eyes look like a sunset on an ocean. The bottom half of his irises are a deep blue. His pupils are yellow, like the sun that burst out into an orange, and then into a teal, and then into a light gray. He is wearing full armor, as is given to him by his station in Dolmakyar. He is a member of the Revolutionary Guard, an arcane marshal, specifically. And his arms are exposed. Along his right bicep are tattooed the words, "Have mercy on those I send you."
The door to the wagon opens. Soldiers of House Taconis retrieve a figure from inside the shadows, and a handsome orc smile across his fanged face. Nice shiner indicating some degree of glibness or flippancy in the face of these guards, wearing his soiled coat and his old boots, his effects having been taken from him, is marched out in manacles. The man you followed into battle all those years ago, dragged forward here. He looks up at you as he approaches. Not you. Anybody but you.
I put my hand up to stop the rest of the soldiers. I am the arcane marshal assigned to scan the prisoner. And I begin a ritual. My palm is facing up, and I start to trace a circle around my palm as I begin a ritual of detect magic. But as I do that, I point my fingers towards them, and I actually cast message.
Hidden from those guards here, not versed in the arcane, you feel yourself connect through this act of sorcery to Thjazi Fang. Oh.
Study his face for a moment. Thjazi, I can buy us a few moments if you have something that you want to say to someone and want me to pass it to them. Now is the time.
As you feel this spell connect to you, he smiles and goes, anything I have to tell anybody, I can tell them myself.
You notice that look in his eyes, that glint. And I say more. In a moment, I'm going to scan you to see if I can pick up any arcane residue, and my hope is that I do. Earlier today, somebody placed an object on you, the ward.
Mm-hmm.
And watch me closely when I'm done. If I sense it, I'll give you a nod, and then I'll gesture to let you know where it is. It's delicate. It breaks easy, and upon adding just a little bit of pressure, it will be the very thing that sends you away from here.
Understood.
One last thing. A message from your brother. Hal says he's here with you until the end. And you've always been a hero in his eyes.
Well, that makes one of us. I don't know that I'll be able to see him again after today, probably. Right? I mean, you guys getting me out of here, I'm not going to be able to.
Thjazi, you've lit many fires throughout your years, and they all still burn. And with that, instead of casting the ritual, I'm actually going to use a spell slot and cast Detect Magic in that moment. An updraft of wind moves up towards me, a pulse radiates out, and Detect Magic. Scan him.
A gleam of magic hidden in the back of his coat, quite near his manacled hands, registers to you. A little bit of conjuration, a little bit of illusion, just enough trickery for Thjazi Fang to make one last daring getaway.
Good. I step back, I give him a nod, and I turn around and I put my hand on the small of my back so he can see. Can you indicate where it is?
He nods to you, and in that last moment of the message cantrip, he makes eye contact with you.
Long clip,
says,
long clip.
I know you'll have to stay here. I'm sorry for all the distance I kept. I hope all those fires I set were worth it. Make sure you set some of your own when the time comes. And he walks up to the gallows, a spring in his step, moves through the door. As he walks out under the gallows, the crowd seeing him for the first time, from many parts of the crowd, a cheer goes up. The lords and ladies of the Sundered Houses, anticipating this moment, strike up the trumpets, attempting to quiet this noise. You see your brother, and you see him looking throughout a crowd of several hundred people looking for you.
Raise an arm to the air.
He nods to you. A herald of House Deconus steps forward. Herein, sentenced to death by the authority of the Chamber of Lords Advisory to the Revolutionary Council, is the traitor, arcanist, and murderer Thjazi Fang to be put to death. His crimes enumerated: befouling arcanism, theft, skullduggery, murder, and sedition against the beneficence of the city and its peoples. At this last accusation, a murmur moves through the crowd. Another voice stands, this one from an elderly woman dressed in white. The matriarch of House Halifar, scion of the Candescent Creed. Let the light shine, and let peace be restored to this blessed city and its heroic legacy. As she continues to speak in this moment, Thjazi turns to you. Now,
I think, anxiety rising in my gut. I'm severely tempted to dart my eyes around this open space looking for any hand to intervene, to see any result of all of the beseeching and deal-making I have been making behind the scenes for weeks. But I won't let my brother look at that if these are to be his final moments, so I hold his look, and for someone whose life has been all about words, I have none to give.
he looks at you smiling, shakes his head no, and at this distance, you can't hear him over the speech of the photarch of the Candescent Creed, this elderly matriarch speaking. But you see him mouthing the words to you in this moment of desperation. So many strings were pulled. Something's got to happen. This can't be. He looks at you and goes, mouthing, just so you can read his lips. What are you doing for lunch after this? What, you didn't plan a funeral? Don't you like me at all? If I don't see you for a long time, you're my hero. And his eyes dart up to the sky. I'd like you to make an insight check for me.
Natural 20.
Ralph! Run off the... Yeah. There are the people in the background.
In this
couldn't
moment...
Yeah, no. You can hear the rest of the cast from back.
On a nat 20, you look and see his eyes, and I think Your bardic magic swells, and you connect through him and can hear his voice. He looks up and you see reflected in his eyes, distant. You can't see it from where you are in the crowd looking up. All of the people of Dolmaki are gathered here in this place. Skyboxes filled with nobles looking out over balconies from the higher level, near the shoulders of the mighty statues. You look and see something. Something in the sky. And his face changes.
In the sky?
There's panic. On a nat 20, the residue of Azune's message cantrip comes to you, and I will allow you to speak mentally to your brother in this moment on that nat 20 as he looks out and sees something and panics. He goes, no. He looks at you. You have to...
Tell me what to do.
Murray, you gotta help Murray. The Penteveral, you have to help her. There's paint waiting for you with Bolaire. I can't... You hear the voice from the dais say, have you any last words? Thjazi Fang. He looks up, realizing that he can't speak telepathically to you while he's in this moment before they pull the lever. He looks out at you and goes, speaking to the crowd, the false authority that now condemns me to death will fall. I regret only that I will miss the glorious celebration when your calumny and destruction comes to an end. He looks to you and in his mind says, tell Thimble not to be scared. He looks out and says, I can still hear the falcons cry! The lever is pulled. In your mind, he says, tell her that the rope goes taut. Snap. And what is to come after, we will discover in this first episode of Campaign 4 of Critical Role.
That's why you...
Thank you, Brennan, and welcome to Critical Role Campaign 4. Shaking up a lot around here, and the top of the show announcements are no exception. But don't worry, you'll still be getting your weekly dose of deeply cerebral and well-rehearsed ad bits here at the Critical Role Announcement Playhouse.
Cut a ribbon.
And with that, let's bring out Sam Riegel for Campaign 4's first sponsor, Thorum. Sam?
Crazy. Folks, I'm really sorry about this. I'm so sorry. It's just, Sam won't come out of his dressing room.
Are you serious?
Okay, come on. I'm sorry, I just didn't know what to do.
Did you compliment his immies?
Both of them.
Okay, what about his teeth?
Every day.
Did you let him know that Patty Lapone is in the building?
I tried everything, Marisha.
Okay, let me talk to him. Hey, Sammy? Samuel, it's time to do announcements. You gotta come out, bud.
Go away! I don't wanna!
Buddy, you're holding up everything. We gotta get to crew lunch,
Just
okay?
do it without me! I don't care anymore!
But, okay, our sponsor tonight is Thorum, and they're great. You can do some sort of, silly rap about handcrafted wedding bands made out of meteorite or whiskey barrels or something. I don't know
Yeah,
what
I
to do.
could also rap about how Thorum ships every single ring for free, but you can't make me!
But that's a great idea. Okay, you know what?
It's
stand
an
back.
interesting idea.
Everybody-
I won't say
everybody stand
great
back.
yet.
Oh, jeez. Oh, shit.
Okay, what the hell has gotten into you? Get... What's going on?
Marisha, I can't do this. Everything has changed. So much is different. There's a new world, a new GM. I've never even met Brennan before.
We're not Exandria anymore.
He was literally in your Wildmount Wildlings campaign.
And there's a new game system.
We're still playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Why are we playing Daggerheart? That's kind of a weird And there's this cold open now before the best part of the show, my ads.
You still get to do the ads!
Oh, do I, Marisha?
Yes!
Do I? Yes! Do I get to sing and dance and be brilliant? All for, I don't know what, Thorum and their chic minimalist watches? Patent pending.
Yes!
Well, I won't do it.
Okay, look. I know that change is scary, okay? But look, we get to play in a brand new world. Aramon.
Oh, yeah?
That's so fun.
Fuck Aramon! And fuck Brennan! And fuck Brennan for making me learn new lore! I won't do it. If you want me to make show-stopping numbers, well then how's this for show-stopping? Or this! Or this! Or this! I deserve to be on Broadway, Marisha! Out! Out! Go have your little campaign 4! I'm busy in here! Being a goddamn star!
We know change can be... We know change can be scary, okay? But something that can last for forever is a Thorum ring. You know, whether you need a wedding ring, whether you need an anniversary ring, or you just want a really dope-ass ring that looks cool, Thorum's got you covered, okay? You can go over to thorum.com and use code Critical Role to get 20% off. Matt, back to you.
Okay, well, our next sponsor is eBay. Experience the eBay Live Tour, bringing exclusive shows and collectibles to fans both in person and online.
Yes, they'll be joining. They'll have a special eBay Live thing for stuff, but those are just regular non-comedy ads, so. Oh, he also has a book Sunny Day coming out. I would buy more the dice if I could afford. If it was in the budget. If they want to hire me so I can afford more dice.
Our first campaign 4 announcements from the Critical Role Announcement Playhouse.
Yeah!
And with that, welcome to Aramon.
A neighborhood on the eastern edge of the city of Dolmakyar. The Rookery, so named for its many perches and aviaries. This is a neighborhood of towers and sky bridges and quirky, connected little sort of conical shingled places. There's a lot of places where the patchwork shingling of towers reveals that even though this place is quite, vertical, that it is not a castle of lords and ladies, but it is a place instead for poets and performers, for actors and jesters and those that create song and music. The aviaries send magpies flying hither and yon throughout this place, and perhaps the only thing that would seem odd to a traveler would be the amount of rooftops that appear to have small collections of seats, all facing in the same direction, down towards the River Vrosh, where we see a stage gathered down.
It's basically in the Broadway section.
Neighborhood academy. This place where storytellers, singers, and bards of all kind have come to train for as long as anyone can remember. Up on top of the hill, there are a number of houses clustered, and I would like you to describe one such house, which is Hal's.
He goes to the bridges. I'll let him describe the house real quick.
Yeah, nestled in, not at the very top, but near it, is a medium-sized, modest house. Hal is not a man of deep pockets or wealth, but he lives happily and comfortably in this home.
And their character designs.
The river and my theater down below at the foot of the hill. This neighborhood makes me happy just to walk through it on any given day. It is my home, it is my heart, it is my life's work. All started in these streets. And from my house on the hill, I can look out at most of the city and on a place where I spend most of my days. The house is, again, modest. It has lots of bedrooms. This house is meant for hosting and guests staying with us, both family and friends alike, passing through. There is a large greeting room on the first floor meant for having gatherings at. And upstairs, there is a back room that is littered with paper and scrolls and walls of books, musical instruments perched on stands, scattered about. There are songs in mid-composition. There are verse half composed.
He goes on to describe it. Then we meet his business partner. His name is Ogumon. Hang on. I had to keep looking up to it. 1 second. Liam. Hofer. Okay, I don't have, and okay, it doesn't have anything on it. So
on a number of different desks.
They're on Oakland. I forget what race he is. He's kind of more. I feel like he's usually more jovial, though, given how they're about to host. Right now they're about to host the wake of his now executed brother. For that execute, as you could tell at the end, something went wrong, and the whatever escape plans they have, they failed. And now we meet.
Two more figures approach the house, and I would love if we could get Abria and Alex out here. Welcome, Abria and Alex!
Oh, well, I noticed, like, when they announced character stuff, it was like a cast, like, why is it so much bigger stuff? I found out they're doing West March, and what that means, I saw it as a West March campaign, and in which case I clicked, what is West March? And so, basically, they rotate characters in and out, like, if someone can't make it, they can, stuff like, extra people can go and rotate, and if anyone can't be there for anyone's, like, stuff like, these are all, like, professional actors who have also other roles and stuff to tend to, so they'll always they'll probably be able to have a full table, but I doubt they'll ever be, we'll only get more than, like, a handful of moments where more than 8 people will be at the table at the same time. Maybe at the end they might have one thing where they can get everyone on there. They'll have to adjust the setup.
For the audience at home, there's so many people so close to where I am right now.
We're being so quiet, actually.
Yeah, there's like from a cast of what was 8 people, counting the GM Matthew, to now 9 with 9. Now there's like 13, not counting Brendan, who is the game master.
So good.
Sorry. So
Outside of the Fang home,
almost doubled.
2 figures walk up the cobblestone street, heading up the hill. Abria, would you please describe your character for us?
Taisha is she's tall for an orc, 6'4", sort of desaturated green skin, curly, long, dark hair. She's beginning to show the signs of graying, but her druidic connection means that the age of her is being lost in her face. She's already started slowing down, so she appears in her mid to late 30s. Her eyes, the scleras and pupils are black, but her irises are silver with like a ring of red, and on her hands, her fingers go red and black at the tip. She is Aloy, a family that means something in this city, and she wears those colors, blood and the soot and scale of smiths, and she swishes up the street in fine clothes, but doesn't even seem to be aware of her presence as she speaks with her companion in hushed and panicked tones about what went wrong. He was supposed to... We just need to figure out what happened. He was supposed to be there. It was supposed to...
I don't know.
Alex, who do we see speaking in this moment?
You see a small young man, about small in presence. He's about 5'11".
He's
He
black.
is thin,
Well, I'm
with
technically
dark
closer to
hair
6 and
and
5
light olive skin and bright green eyes, and wearing dark, noble clothing that is clean but worn, and with an array of implements around his belt and a book strapped to his leg. And he is glassy-eyed. He is just staring and not blinking. And with him is a small, white and other colors fox. I don't know. That wasn't what was supposed to happen.
Obviously, we need to speak with Azune and Thimble and...
Thimble.
Something. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I've never done anything like this before.
It's okay. Normally they go better than this.
I'm going to hazard to say that he heard conversation coming up the cobble streets and spotted them out the window, so by the time you arrive at the door, Hal is leaning against the frame, just smiling at you as you approach.
You think that's the moment where all of the planning and that, like, frustration that can still feel purposeful ends at your face. Because it looks so much like your brothers and like our sons and our daughters.
Well, you're a sight for sore eyes, and I just bury myself in her, and just drink in the familiar scent. And I think it's subtle, but you can feel Hal's frame kind of shudder just a little bit before he finally...
She doesn't let you go right away. That first, like, the moment she feels you kind of pull back when propriety says, like, this is enough for an embrace, she pulls you a little tighter. And I'm actually going to cast enrichment on this spot.
Awesome.
For the next year. plants in a half-mile radius from exactly right here will be a little more fruitful and a little more green.
I place my hand on your cheek.
I'm sorry. We were supposed to... I don't know what happened. We were supposed to get him out of the city and...
Come on. Your daughter needs you.
Walking into a home.
Okay, look through, but you know, time is short, and there was quite a few clips because a lot of explanations needed.
Very low, like, don't even, I'll tell you.
I don't know why I thought he was a member of the Old Path. He's not a member of the Old Path.
Definitely just like very low, like, don't even, I'll tell you later, don't.
I think.
There, I forget if it was her daughter or because I think they said these two may be exes. And the other children, I forget if this was one, but no, or was a son. I forget.
And Pin disappears.
Oh, you didn't have to.
It's just
Thjazi goes, ah!
Sorry, she.
I'll go get you a cranberry cream roll. And she walks out.
Hey, that was pretty good. That was good. That was a good start. You're doing great.
Take you by the elbow. Will you, are you staying?
Oh, God. Oh. And this is that moment where she just realized she wasn't supposed to be here. We should have been on the road out of town by now. Yeah, for a little bit.
Horse hooves and the noise of armor descending from the driver's seat of a wagon. Luis, can we have you come in?
Wait, welcome back, Luis.
I'm back.
Two. Slide. It's better. Yes.
It's all here.
Okay.
Luis, Azune appears outside of the house with a wagon from a carriage from the Brethren Hall. You see that two of your inquirers, this would be Horus and Grotto, open the doors at the back, revealing not a coffin, but a basically cushioned carrying surface with a body and a white sheet draped around and over it.
I will make my way over to them. And, I can take it from here.
Of course, Lieutenant.
And I look at this, the body of Thjazi that is now covered on this. And it's so formal. And so wrong. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna take him off of whatever this is, this thing that he's been laid on, and I'm gonna scoop him up and I'm gonna carry him inside myself.
You pick him up. This white funereal sheet provided by the Candescent Creed in the House of Halavar is left on the cobblestones by the carriage, and you walk in. Think a moment from many years ago in the Falconers' Rebellion where it was your head on his collarbone and him shouting, "Medic! moving throughout as spells fired overhead and arrows flew through the sky. And you look down and see him. What do you see when you look down at Thjazi's face in this moment?
I'm transported to this memory, and I remember as he was carrying me, I looked up at his face and how young and strong he was. The fighter that led us with such a cause that I knew was worth dying for, and now I look down at this man who has met an end that I never thought I would live to see. And I try to almost superimpose the fighter, the strong leader, that face that I remember. I try to superimpose that right onto the face that I see. That's lifeless. His eyes are a little open and they're glassy. And I the lines on his face, they stand out to me. Almost a bit of the last expression that he had frozen on his face still. And I don't want Hal to see him like this, so I try to smooth it over.
Whatever fear or panic was left from the violence of that moment, the tips of your fingers brush away until some visage of repose is left on Thjazi's face, and you walk through the door and behold Thjazi's family here.
Hal, I'm so sorry. Where should I put him?
Bring him inside. I'll guide Azune to off of. There's an alcove to this large area that I have family and friend gatherings on the first floor of the house, and there is, I don't know what the right word is. It's not a chaise, and there's no like backrest on it, but it is the length of a body, and oh, I want to say comforting, but there's no comfort for him. No, you can rest him here.
I carefully carry Thjazi's body as instructed. Gently set him down.
Tasha is pacing back and forth, and it's that mixture of she knows everything in her training and her beliefs is about the repose and return of death, but she just wants to question you. She knows that you are one of the links in the chain, and
yeah, she's right now wanting. Inside, she's conflicted. On one hand, it's a sentiment, and she kind of wants peace. Like after all this, and want peace and be able to come to terms. But she just also wants answers too. A little war inside. So I let that clip run long. A little rusty, I'll admit.
Hell yeah. Guests of the funeral arrive. Travis, could we get you in here?
Travis is in this go.
Where's your favorite? Wherever you like. Hell yeah.
That's cool. I don't feel weird about that. Yeah. It's just because he wants to.
Just right. It's just personal.
Walking up a cobblestone street in a neighborhood of Dolmakyar called the Rookery is a friend that I think has never actually seen where old Thjazi Fang grew up. Two figures walk side by side. One of them, an older orcish woman who is broad-shouldered, tall, powerful. Square jaw, beautiful tusks with filigreed runic rings of gold set into the middle of her tusks. She's got her hair up in kind of a gray and white messy bun. It's up on top of her head, and an enormous battle axe across her back. She is of such an advanced age that the muscles remaining on her body are clinging to pure spite at this point. It is the musculature of this ancient warrior is evidence of a willpower greater than the biological processes of those creatures of the world of Ahriman. She steps forward. By her side, her companion. Travis, would you describe your character for us?
Yeah, you see a very tall, very powerfully built lion man. Dark silver fur coming down from his head onto his shoulders. He has a golden breastplate and adornments that would match his station as a vanguard marshal. Purple vestments and a shield on his back as well, with a cape flowing behind him and his feet, of course, uncovered, as is custom for our kind. Powerful arms, a tattoo running up the upper left side of his arm, and you see braids coming down from his
Great
mane
design, by the
down
way.
onto his chest, and he is moving alongside this orcish woman, but also scanning while he does so. It's habit. It's part of what he does.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
You said you're scanning, right?
What do your eye and I see?
Let's find out. That is 19.
19.
Oh, shit.
First voice.
Scanning the horizon, you look out, you see some magpies, sort of the autonomous bird of the rookery. But you see some off in the distance.
Right.
You see a couple of owls headed off in the direction of the western edge of the city. A few smaller doves here and there. There's kind of like an off-white, increasingly gray rock dove that's sort of native to the city. That's, but that no one tends to really keep. Those tend to just be living here of their own volition. And off in the distance, you see, peeling high overhead on that 19, a falcon just kiting on a thermal. No flapping, just rising slowly and steadily up above. We move back. You made it here just in time. Coming in through the pass from far to the east, the old fallen Obradimian Empire. Work with Loza concluding in a series of skirmishes that are merely pale echoes of earlier, greater causes. You arrived here basically with enough time to find out where the execution was happening, and got to at least be there for those last moments. What was Teor feeling at the back of the crowd as that moment unfolded and the rope snapped taut?
I think in that moment, it was about trying to understand what had come to pass that led up to this moment. Arriving in time was one thing, but this man deserved more more fanfare, more people next to him, just more. And as we arrived, and we noticed a mixed bag of reactions. There was certainly the celebration, the trumpets, all the sound and the show of celebration, justice being done. But the faces that we saw, if you looked closer, there was remorse, there was sadness, there was confusion. And that's where Teor feels. That's what he's feeling now. How did this man that has done so much for so many, far beyond himself, how did he meet an end like this?
Teor is a soldier and a mercenary, not a politician, no great judge or magistrate or lord, but you know plenty about conflict. You know a lot about war. There was a war happening. The gallows placed under the heroes of the revolution, under the guardian statues of the Shapers' War. There was a war between those trumpets, those decrees and pronouncements, and something that Thjazi could see in the hearts of those people in that crowd. And it was not lost on you either. What is lost on you is why. There are questions, and with each fall of the pads of your mighty paws, the questions rebound and rebound. What has happened in Dol Makyar? What has happened here?
And will be a question that will be prevalent. It'll be the prevalent. Purveying question of the night. Gotta get better at speaking if I try to use my vocabulary. There are questions to Loza. Tier's. There are a lot of questions and stuff, but for Tyr and his companion Loza, the orc whom he was walking with him,
He goes,
If you're Loza, do you?
hey, if you're selling it like
I
that,
start
give me the
spreading
piss
around
liquor.
the room. Something that gets the job done. Please have a drink with me.
That is very kind of you. Loza, do you?
Hey, if you're selling it like
I
that,
start
give me the
spreading
piss
around
liquor.
the room.
You see that she takes it and goes, I think he suffered a tongue injury in the Falconers Rebellion.
I've never understood it.
As we take a sip, I'll take the sip, but I also use it to look over the edge of the cup, just around the room, take in faces new or known.
As our eyes meet, I just go, oh. Just never having seen anyone like you before.
Oh, God. Nope, you're doing great. You're in it now. Can you pour him like a half of one?
Sure.
I can do a whole one.
I'll go over. I'm sorry if my presence is. I'm Teor Pridesire. It is nice to meet you.
Octus, nice to meet you.
Yes. And
Aisha.
Aisha.
It's fine.
Pleasure.
That's with me. I'm just
We'll call this one 3/4.
compromise.
Give me a history check, Teor, and you can get the help action from Loza as she leans over. Call it a difficulty 15.
oh nope. 9.
9?
Yeah, you see a young, this young kid looks like some sort of academic.
Takes a sip of this.
I'm just gonna very quickly just grab that.
You could tell him to nurse that.
That's cool.
It's definitely Malort in my mind.
We'll go along with it.
So fine.
Dolmacher is Chicago. This is Malort.
The pain's the point. It's horrible.
Thjazi, now that guests are arriving, moved within the circle of relics and belongings there. You see Loza nods to you and says, I'll go pay my respects. And you see goes up with a traditional sort of whispered, orcish, custom under the old path. She leans up, looks at you and goes, Taisha, it's been a long time. It's good to see you.
Using the excuse to put that down because that is fucking terrible. Go and give her a big hug.
You go give her a big
You
hug.
look so old. How are you alive?
How am I alive?
Yeah.
Who would kill me? Not death itself.
There. Too mean.
She looks over and
too mean to die.
Goes, thank you for the jasmine. And you see that she
Kind of
plucks
like
a
Chris
little
was
tiny strand of
Death
the
can
white
have
jasmine
me
flower
when
and goes and puts it behind Thjazi's ear and gets down on one knee. And you see she starts whispering something. She doesn't speak Druidic, but she knows enough, and you can understand a Druidic that what she's saying in this sort of like ancient, orcish Druidic hybrid.
Okay, and then Hal and Zoom agreed to talk later. There are those two were the ones, as we saw, were the focus characters who were actually those were the players at the table. The characters and the players were at the table. So and they clearly were planning had plans and stuff. So specifically between the two of them. So they need to talk about why those didn't fan out.
Gonna
Yes.
come back and just
I'll give a nod.
Give me insight.
Yeah, you both kind of see.
I look at you and I feel like I'm sort of scanning you as well.
Can I inside check these boys inside checking each other?
Yeah, you both kind of see like the shoulders both kind of
Yes.
come back and just
I'll give a nod.
Give me insight.
Jesus, it's
Gosh.
under the spider. Why do you have a spider?
Don't worry about it. 17.
16.
17. I think that passes Taylor. What's your deception score?
brush.
I think it passes your passive deception, and you're not trying to be deceptive right now.
Nope, I'm not.
Taylor has a similar vibe that you have right now. You clock a vibe from Taylor similar to your vibe, which is, why did bad things happen?
I think that's the turning point. She wanted to, pull you away to speak to you. If you are already, moving in the same way, I think the sort of which side of the fence she will fall on resolves itself, and she'll leave you two to it. And I'm going to go stand behind Loza and, sort of hands on her shoulders, begin, matching her cadence and harmonizing with her druidic and take over these rites.
Okay. I just quick reminder for these clips and stuff. I had to write down timestamps for these things. But first I got meaning that I have to register that. Wait, this sounds like something that I don't rewind because it's live. So I'll first watch it. So I had to do some little math in my head when I take in the timestamp, how much reduce that by.
Commoner kid from Dolmakyar. Grew up on the other side of the river from my family, and you married a noble just from, I don't know, whatever moxie you had. Cut of your jib must have been pretty impressive. And 2 years after you married her, You joined a rebellion against her house. You were the craziest bastard I ever met.
Fully crack up.
She takes in this like you see her hand is like all knuckle and just goes and she takes Thjazi's hand and goes like, when we said goodbye, I knew it wasn't forever, and it still won't be. Whatever I am in my next life, I hope I'm lucky enough to find you again. And she kisses the hand. Taylor and Azune, you guys, I think, have a moment to sort of find each other privately here as well.
Yeah, I'll cross to Azune, and
As soon as you start to cross, I meet you.
I'm going to extend my hand, and we clasp forearms, a la Beastmaster.
Yes.
The shake of the soldiers.
That's right. I keep the grip for a moment, and I give you a tug. It's been a long time.
It is good to see you.
You're welcome here, Tara.
Thank you. You have gotten taller and a little lither as well.
I have grown up, yes.
I'm sorry to be meeting under these circumstances. I'm sure it will come to no surprise to you that I have many questions.
I do as well.
This is a long.
At this moment, a carriage arrives outside. Sam and Whitney, can I get you guys in at the table?
Oh.
I don't. Yeah.
It's up to them. It's up to them.
Yes. There's been some light humor, like kind of like, kind of taste of things, like light things, but answer, but with light humor and stuff.
Together.
Yeah.
Scoochie.
Okay.
There, so that's the atmosphere.
You do a little Scoochie. Do a little Scooch.
Move your diamond spider.
She's cute. Don't worry about that.
Yes, I said.
So much shit.
So warm for you. So warm for you. You got too much fucking shit on me.
Is that the greeting?
Sam and Whitney. Welcome. As your characters arrive here, question for you, Sam. Would your character be arriving in a carriage with the emblem of his house on it or not?
Of course, yes.
Of course. Arriving here to the funeral, all of you see a carriage moving along the street and turn to see the symbol of the Candescent Creed.
Shit.
A beautiful point of light hovering above a pillar stylized to look almost like the pillar of the sun, or perhaps simply a humble candle, depending on the size of the emblem, for the light surrounds us all. Within that carriage, being driven by a carriage driver and a guard placed sort of beside them to the right of the driver. But in the carriage, there are only two figures. And I would like for Sam, for you to describe your character for us.
Well, sitting in the back of the carriage is a tall man, 5'11".
You're awful.
Wild. Tallness is in the mind.
He's a very beautiful young man, maybe
That's
28 or 30 years old.
I gotta make sure that
he has sort of light teal and white hair with teal and white robes. I think the most distinguishing characteristic about him would be the pearlescent, shimmering face markings that he has, tattoos all over about half of his face. They seem to shimmer with the light that they make on their own. He is clutching very hard and sort of fingering nervously a cane that he carries with the symbol of the Candescent Creed on the top of it. And he's got a lot of sweat on his upper brow right now, sort of rocking back and forth. I mean, I've just never seen a real dead body like that before. And it was just sort of hanging there, all sort of, the color drained out of him, and it was very, I'm going to need a drink as soon as we get there, all right?
Whitney, could you please describe to whom this gentleman is speaking?
Yeah, okay. People tend to smell her before they see her. Think of like a warm chocolate chip cookie laced with a little bit of sulfur. It's animalic, it's musky, a bit acrid, but with like a creamy sweetness that doesn't make it so unpleasant. It's interesting, and it sticks around. She's beautiful, of course. She's got bubblegum colored skin, white hair, blunt bangs that are sort of haphazardly tucked behind a veil, a bunch sticking out. She's got yellow goat's eyes, soft goat's ears, and she's got a silver arrow piercing through one of them, and of course a forked tongue. Hooves put her at around like 5'3", not including the horns jutting out. Her tail peeks out of just an abomination of ruffles that mark her as an aspirant to the Candescent Creed of the House of Halovar. Hi, I'm a demon, and my name is Tyranny. And I really am sorry that when they killed that guy, I said, "Can I eat that?" It's just a little demon humor. I don't know.
I think several people heard you say that, and it was inappropriate, and in the presence of royalty and nobles and nobility and
Let's go here. I'm new. You want me to get you a drink?
Do you have
Plants over here, that, and the jasmine, like, if you're looking towards the door, the jasmine grows in and blocks your path.
Oh. Driver?
Yes, my lord.
Is something wrong? Why, we've stopped just shy of the house.
The house will, I believe there might be, the plants seem to have a mind of their own.
All right, we'll just hoof it.
You see, as you emerge, Tyranny, you are currently holding a beautiful, well-made, well-used scimitar in a leather scabbard with some hooks and chains to be affixed to a sword belt. This is the weapon of Thjazi Fang, and I think Wikander Halavar, you look down and see the last sort of effect of Thjazi here. You see the driver says,
My lord, do you require escort or security? You're entering the funeral of the man that was just put to death.
Are people gonna be so mad at you?
I mean, maybe. I hadn't thought that through. I need to deliver this to Hal, and you know what? No, I do not require security. I'll be just fine. I am, my family is beloved in this.
The vines grow thorns.
My family's name shall protect me, and the holy light of the universe shall protect me.
Of course. You are ordained by the light man. Ah!
a magpie starts attacking the driver.
Bird! Bird of devils!
Alright,
help him.
Alright, hey guy, what's your name?
My name?
Yeah.
Otto.
So what?
What's that?
I don't know, I thought I'd talk him through it.
You want me to give me notes on how I'm fighting this magpie?
I throw the scimitar at the magpie.
You roll the scimitar and give me an attack roll. First attack roll of the campaign!
I guess it worked. I guess a little bird.
17.
17. You hurl this scimitar and just pin this magpie to the side of a neighboring building.
Slaps your ass.
No. You've got blood all over this holy relic. I'm going to go over and gingerly sort of pry the scimitar out of the dead bird's body.
You go. It's just sticking in someone else's house. As you go to pull it out, a little shutter opens, and you see an older orcish woman leans her head out and goes,
Can I help you?
May the beam reach you. This is hail of our business. I'll be.
Are you here about the beam?
No.
There's some water damage.
No, all is in the light.
No?
Can I just say, there was some mild humor before. Mild humor and stuff for her, but it was still fairly somber. Then Sam enters. Long live Sir Samuel Regal. Oh, Sir Samuel Regal, Atmosphere Bane, Slayer of the Mood.
Beam's not in the light, it's inside.
I feel like I should make a
Have good
t-shirt of
day.
that.
I need this scimitar that's in your house right
whatever
now.
day I please, you stranger. As she closes the shutter,
May the light reach you.
you see, as you pull the sword out, look at it, covered in magpie blood, this dead bird collapses to the ground. Today didn't start this way, and we move back quickly through time to the noble's box at the execution. Tyranny by your side, looking out. How were you feeling in the moments prior to Thjazi walking out on that gallows stage?
I was a bit nervous in general. Obviously, at any execution, everyone's going to be a bit nervous, not knowing what's going to happen. But I was feeling pretty confident, especially when I saw my grandmother take the stage and start her speech, and mention how the light sees all and forgives all. I remember in Embers verse 17, it says that the light sees all, and in us exists filament and forgiveness, and that is what my grandmother has just sort of said. That means that even though this gentleman has committed a significant crime, it will be forgiven, and she's going to commute his sentence to life instead.
Yeah, it's just crazy because it's like he's already up there, and so why would they like?
I think it's for the spectacle,
you think
the drama.
She's going to be like, just kidding.
Well, I spoke, not directly with her, but I spoke with my parents, and I made a plea for forgiveness, and...
the Photarch approaches you in the noble's box.
Oh! Grandmother.
You see, she looks and says, Wakanda, how's it going, love? You doing all right?
Oh, yes, Grandmother.
Very different voice.
Doing quite well. We're all on the edge of our seats to see how this will go.
I spoke to Goddard. He mentioned that you that you'd been sort of.
I had made a request to save this man's soul for. Obviously, any soul can find the light. Take Tyranny here, for instance. Once from the shadows, now finding the light.
Little Tyranny. Oh, I see she pinches your cheek. Oh, lovely. You look over and see your father and mother. Your father, this enormous, powerful man who also has like white hair, sort of white beard, long ponytail with a white ribbon tied around it. You see that his back, he's sort of like there's something as large and powerful as he is. He has some kind of like almost like a spinal curvature, so his back gets really big behind him, and the only piece of black on him is a black blindfold that he wears in perpetuity. He steps out. You see, next to him, Tyranny, you see one of your siblings, the aspirant Enmity, who turns over. This is sort of a deep speckled red and black. You see there's almost like lava congealing into stone, but wearing a sort of white incandescent, almost like priestly garb. Unlike your horns that sort of go straight up, these like sort of curl ram-like around. You see Enmity turns over to you and says, Sister, do you intend to do your ward?
Yeah. Yeah, I am. I mean, what? He's right here. Ask him.
You are so immediately hostile.
It's really good to see you.
Tyranny has been making leaps and bounds in her progress, I'm pleased to say. She has only dimmed a few times this week. She cursed a few times.
Yeah, I'm so fucking bright.
a few too many.
You see, Emily looks over and says, "To use profane language when we, cursed of demon kind, have been saved by the light, diminishes the status of the creed."
Well, I just got here, so, you know.
I also just got here and I'm doing great.
Where's your guy? All right, like, go.
He's right behind me. She gestures.
It's also not a contest. Everyone at their own pace.
Why not? Sorry, yelling dims the light. You see, turns around, and you see the right. You see your grandmother sort of touches the bridge of her nose and says, "God, were the demons a big mistake?" No. They are a testament to the power of the light. No more cursing, lovey.
Sorry, Mommy.
Grandmommy.
Sorry.
And you see, she turns to you and says, I heard you mentioned that this man's brother is a sort of beloved figure. Is this the lad that we just gave the theatre to, the big one?
Yes, it is. Hal, he's opening a theatre. He's beloved by all, and it is a fine way to carry our message to the masses. If he were to perform a play at his theatre that talked about the Candescent Creed in a good light, it could tell our message to a new audience.
You are doing so well here, little Wiki. You're doing amazing.
Thank you.
And the city, this is the exact kind of survey. You know, we've had a basis for. There are many plans of ours that are unfolding here in Dolmakyar, but we haven't cracked the nut of the creed really spreading. This is the seat of the revolution, after all. But
well, if you put your faith in me, I'm sure I can get the job done.
You have my utmost faith, my grandson. You are the future of the House of Halovar. He's got to die.
I'm sorry?
What? He's dying. No, we'll talk more later.
Wait, what?
She turns out as the...
No, but that's not what we discussed.
Your father, her son, puts a massive hand on your shoulder.
Yeah.
And his voice kind of reverberates in your chest.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my son. It must be so.
Yeah.
There are important lessons you will learn in the nights and days to come. And you see that he turns out, as your grandmother gets up, hearing the sort of herald speak, and you see she goes, fucking robes and dress. Gets up and goes, and begins to speak as a cantrip sort of projects her voice and goes, "People of Dolmakyar." And her voice completely changes. You are outside the home of Hal Fang.
Remember when she called you Wiki? Can I call you that?
You may not call me Wiki. The proper term is your radiance, or bearer of the filament. Wickander, Wick. I prefer Wick, I think.
No, well, we'll do your radiance.
That is the proper terminology, yes. I gently wiped the blade on my hand, but now I've got blood on my hand, and... Do you mind?
It's going poorly out there.
Thank you.
I'm in here praying, and I can see through the plants, and I want to kill them.
I'm still outside the house.
Yeah, we're about to go in.
What are you? You're really sweaty, guy. You're
Do you mind?
Oh my god.
What?
Okay. I take my robe and I should have. I saw that coming. You want a drink? What kind of drink do you want?
I'm just not feeling well. Seeing a dead body was just more than I thought I would do today. Can you knock for us?
Yeah, I knock.
As you knock, inside the house, you look up here and knock at the door. There is a cold iron nail over the door. One of the original nails.
Okay. The coal iron nail, it's basically a defense against demons or the Fae. or the Fang creature. There's old tradition, and based on what we've seen later and stuff, actually does have some mystical properties to it. Assuming
the
it's
cold iron
not
nail
just natural reaction.
is beginning to burn hot with a knock at the door. And smoke.
Could someone get... I'm sorry, I'm holding a tray with more of this liqueur on it. Could someone get the... Get the door for me?
God, okay, I'll get it.
You see that your friend Olgood takes a shot of it and goes, "Oh, Yargraz, why did he drink this?"
Okay, I got this.
Opens the door.
There's a demon in front of you.
Hi.
Hi.
Special delivery.
Of what?
Me and him.
Okay.
Hello.
Exactly what?
The light.
Sorry. Oh, well, sorry.
He hands it over to you and says, "Hello, I'm Olgood.
All good.
what's your
I'm
name?"
Tyranny. Nice to meet you. You're the bartender?
No, I'm a theater producer. You're a demon?
I am a demon.
Same thing.
Have the bottle, by all means.
Thank you. I'll bring it back. I think that's nice to meet you. You're the bartender?
No, I'm a theater producer. You're a demon?
I am a demon.
Same thing.
Yeah, have a bottle, by all means.
Thank you. I'll bring it back. I think that I know your theater company, but we'll talk later, I'm sure. Thank you. You're so sweet.
Oh, that's very kind. You're very. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
If you ever are looking to get into theater, you'd be a great ingenue. If you ever want to audition or anything like that.
God, people love me. It's so cool. All right, I take this bottle, and I'm gonna.
You just knock it back yourself? Mm-hmm. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
18 plus 4.
You put the whole thing away. You see, Olga goes, "Amazing! You shouldn't be able to survive that."
Fuck, I forgot I'm supposed to get some for my friend. Do you have any more?
Of this stuff?
Yeah, or just any, like, do you mean, like, really gross stuff? Because that was good.
That was the really gross stuff.
Okay, do you have any potions?
No, not at all.
Can I make, like, a suicide? With, like, a bunch.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
you know.
I know.
You want to go in the kitchen and make your own drink?
Yeah.
Well, I have no way to stop this.
Well, we're pals, right?
I don't feel safe. Yes, wow.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do that.
Do I have to just saying that give you some power over me?
I feel it. I mean, I feel something. I'm feeling something. Are you?
What's
Or is that the drink? I don't know.
You drank 3/4 of a bottle of Yargraz in less than 10 seconds. The most frightening thing I've ever seen.
That's so cool. All right, I'm gonna go to the kitchen.
I lean over to Zuna and I go, "I'm going to need you to explain who these people are."
I unfortunately don't know who, at least those two that have recently come in. Don't know them well.
Understood.
I think at this moment, Wick, you enter Tyranny, you go to the kitchen with Olga to make a suicide.
Do I? Alright. Then. Just. Then. No. Let's see. Yeah, a lot more clips now that Sam freaking took the stage.
Says that.
Like, the grosser the better. I don't really like this guy.
Wickander, you are right behind
the Druid and the demon meat.
Tyranny, holding Thjazi's sword as she says that. We're going to cut over to Azune and Taor as you guys have your sort of private interaction. I don't know if Octus would be around for that or not.
I think I'm with Taisha leaving the room. I'm just standing there, not really knowing what to do with myself, just kind of fidgeting.
And Wick, you absolutely see this kid. He's not in your circles. You haven't seen him in years, probably. Last time you saw him, he was a kid, but he is like, I don't know, like umpteenth in line.
Line for the wherever the photog or something. I'm not sure, or leader of the house. There's more discussion stuff, and there's wondering, like, with the light and stuff, are new, like, some of the people there, like, not Wick, or his thing, they're wondering, what went on, and perhaps are the new beliefs behind it. Like the, this light religion, or something else that popped up.
Thjazi's head, and it's going to pour off a shot, and then Druidcraft, like, rotten egg and skunk on the lip of the glass. I also don't like Wick. He's got a bad energy.
He's weird vibes, right? Okay.
Honest.
What's your whole thing?
We've turned a corner in the last 30 seconds.
I
take the first shot. Repour it, hand it off to you.
I take this one. Oh, I keep forgetting it's my Thank you.
Pass it down.
Okay. Hey, I got you your drink. Sorry, it took me a little while. I'm making so many friends.
Thank you. What did you give me? Is that alcohol?
It's called the, oops, we did it.
From Photonic Versus.
No.
Verse 63.
Not in here.
No.
You spit alcohol at the honored
I am
dead.
not allowed to drink alcohol. Any impurity dims the spark, and I am not allowed to touch it to my lips.
You asked for a drink.
Not that. Something to settle my stomach. Something calmer. Water. Lemonade. Pink lemonade.
You see Shadia walks up and has a small, sort of like, rose velvety drink with a little sort of like, one or two like ice cubes in it that have been chipped off of an ice block off in the corner of the kitchen. You see that she passes it to you and says, "Here, this is a sort of flower brew. But there's no alcohol in it."
Thank you.
How did you know my uncle?
And he kind of admits he does know the father. And they apparently they know each other from setting up. They met long ago, but they also know from the theater, from setting up the theater and stuff. And he takes Hal takes I'll often use like shorthand of the names, just to warn you, to his office and asks his question, like, what happened? Like, unfortunately, Wick has no answers. Like, last time he checked, it was, "You're doing good. I'm proud of you for suggesting like that stuff." He has to die. He's just like got a sucker punch curveball. too. He's though he Hal does impress that does impress that he doesn't blame Wick because Wick was just one of many safety nets that they established. All of which failed. So before it even got to him, and after. So.
And that's an 8.
That is an 8.
Yeah.
You are not doing great.
So tell me, what is your deal? What's your whole entire story? What's your story?
Oh God.
I love you.
I love you too. And your ears look very soft.
There, you can.
That's good.
Thank you.
I'm just locked in on an ear, giving her my entire you get the full mess between me and Hal. We fell in love when we were like 19. Hold on, I need that ear. When we were 19 and then we had kids, but I felt my calling. Because his art was so between me and Hal. We fell in love when we were like 19. Hold on, I need that ear. When we were 19 and then we had kids, but I felt my calling. Because his art was so beautiful, I fell in love with the world, so I became a druid and I abandoned our kids.
Well,
and I'm just I have to get back to doing the rites really quick.
Okay, thank you for telling me all of that.
Yeah, do you want to stay here for this part?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna continue to do the rites and just black out holding a demon's ear.
Incredible. You can do doing the rites, touching the softest demon's ear you've ever touched.
Can I go home?
Truly. Oh, what's that?
Can I go home?
You want to go home?
I want to leave.
Okay, you guys are just doing the rites. You guys can walk away from the table as you guys are doing the
Aisha's
rites.
consciousness leaves, but she remains and continues to pray. Goodbye.
Are you taking me with you?
No.
Okay.
You stay here. You're
Okay.
still a part of
I
it.
got it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, bye.
This is bad.
Yeah,
I arrived right in time to witness this, and I fully miss this shift that happened to Taisha, and I go with this intention to have a certain kind of conversation with her, as the name Sid Pridesire was mentioned earlier, and I see her in this moment, and I go, to you, Octus. A word with you, please.
Absolutely. Please help me.
I don't think anything can help what's about to happen there. It seems to be going further and further and further down the path that it is inevitably going to get to.
Yeah, okay. Let's just leave that for now. What?
Pull you to the side, into a corner.
They discussed what happened. They were supposed to be he was direct. What's his? God's sake! There's 13 names, not counting different character names. Oh, that's what that. Yeah. Well, I kept going back to check out stuff recheck on names while making notes. Well, I was able to see all this update in real time. And, which one was looking? Oh, yes. Azun. Who was the one who checked to see if there was a mark. The mark didn't seem to work. Another member of the was Thimble, who was the one supposed to make marks of. Not only it did not work, but we haven't seen Thimble, and they're worried about her.
Quickly is I would want to find Hal and just let him know that I'm going out for some air. Mm-hmm. And then I would beeline to Taylor. Do you want some answers? Yes. Meet me outside in 5 minutes and I can take you to where we might find some answers. Very well.
I do walk up
Tasha. And as they're... I go to say something. Then I walk away. Walking past Tyranny and say, "You're very much not welcome here." And
And actually, curveball. We are not going to stay at the Fang home. I'm going to ask Liam, Sam, and Whitney to step away, and we're going to keep our friends here. We're going to keep. The tenor is really different if she walks away and you don't. You were like parting word. I stay. I'm very sorry.
So sorry.
I'm actually out of here. This
Point
shit's
of order
cash.
before we go, Brennan. Did I hand this over yet? Should I hand this over to
Is that
No,
the
you'll do
scimitar?
that when we.
Okay, great.
We'll, so you hold on to that. We'll have a moment for that.
Yeah, they haven't given the sword yet.
I got your fucking number, brother.
I'm gonna fucking get your ass.
Scooch, yeah.
So a moment after you bandy barbs with a demon, after you bandy barbs with a demon, you go outside, and I think 2 veterans of the Falconers Rebellion watch the most anxious, like finely dressed necromancer in the world step up outside in the dark to both of you.
Hi.
I just met Taylor before, yes?
Yes,
Right,
we met.
Taylor. Right, so
Yes,
it's nice
Optus.
to meet you.
I just said something really stupid to a demon. Today's been a hard day. Okay, so we need to find Thimble. Do you...
That's actually perfect. And they need to find her because they were like Thimble would be like one of the last people to try to betray the group and then and to betray. God's sakes, why can't I? Oh, this is why. This list is why. Thjazi. So, she would be the last person to really, especially Thjazi. So something has to have happened, and they reach where her home slash or secret. I think the term might be secret workshop. Workshop might be safe house workshop. It is in the tanners, literally because all the tanneries are the tanner section of the city, literally where all the tanneries are. So and what's his Octix is openly wondering why Wick, a member of why Wick is there. It's not very comforting thought because he's right now he is of the house that had Thjazi killed, so they are very suspicious of him right now since they had no idea he was in on any attempts to make sure Thjazi survived. They are concerned that if she's not there to grow up early today, that Thimble might actually be in trouble. Like she was so Octopus. This disguises itself to look similar to one of Taisha's and Taisha's and Hal's children, like his son. Not quite the same, but and Azun said, like in case they are opposition, kind of salts life for the extra health that maybe there. And as they get to this workshop or this abandoned tanner area, the abandoned tanner building, which is Octus uses to cast Detect Magic. Notices like the emanations of 3 different bricks on the wall, which only 3 bricks. There's only like 9 possible combinations, so it just keeps trying until finally a secret door emerges. Is revealed. But also, what they also see is that one around the secret door is also there is blood there. Door. They enter this hidden safe house apartment. There's signs of more blood, but also like blood that slides out, so like drag marks in the blood. So corpses have been removed. And now to introduce.
Thundering up the staircase. Laura Bailey, I'd like you to come out.
Oh, there was no actual description. Sorry.
What is that?
Thundering up the stairs, because time, whatever has happened, and time is now of the essence. You get up the staircase. A door is completely shattered off its hinges, and you look in and see a apartment of an illegal arcanist, an occultist, that has been completely turned upside down. Papers soaked with blood all over the ground, a mattress flipped up against the wall, cut open with daggers or long swords to search inside the mattress, shattered mirror, clearly signs of a scuffle. What you look and see the signs of the scuffle is Taor and Osna, you would both recognize this. Whoever they were fighting in here is not someone that they would have been capable of throwing around. I need all 3 of you to make an investigation check for me, if you'd be so kind.
What was that before? 19.
19.
That would be a total of 10.
7.
Taor, immediately smelling around as much as you can. You guys are looking at and seeing this is obviously Thjazi's handiwork everywhere, but it is just partially destroyed. Taor, your nostrils come online and you smell honeysuckle, a smell of something effervescent and otherworldly. A dim light is dying. In the corner, there is this place is a tannery, which means that it has off-put of everything. Whatever this place was before Thjazi turned it into a hiding spot, there was a sluice in the stone floor, and you see a dim light fading quickly.
Is this a set that's familiar to me?
Yeah.
I will rush over there and throw furniture out of the way as I do so.
You look down in the grate. In that grate, Laura, could you describe your character for us and the state we find her in?
You see a very small, 4-inch tall pixie with short brown hair. She's older than the last time you saw her. You can't tell. She thinks she looks almost 18 at this point. She's in her clothes are a bit tattered now, the dark green. Her wings, which are normally of bright spring green, are almost muted at this point, and the wing is a little bent, and she's unconscious and askew on the ground. Her 2 swords, the needles, have scattered away from her grasp.
Looking down beside her, you see this grate is like only she could fit through it, and you see that there's also a
That might be the lowest strength score I've ever seen.
Small
ceramic. Yeah, no kidding. She got some 20 dexterity. She's
in the like sort of like hidden that would have like slid in through here, but you see Thimble, your old friend, Thjazi's partner in all things. Laura,
is she there?
We're going to make your death saving throws after the break. Welcome to campaign 4. I don't know. Tough. I said backup characters, right?
Imagine losing
Welcome to campaign 4, baby!
Imagine if losing character right off the bat. Dude, Yuck.
Welcome back to episode 1, campaign 4, Critical Role. Laura, give me a death saving throw.
What's up? Great intro.
Hey, what up?
Clap, you guys, clap.
Yes.
11.
11, that's a success! Okay. Incredible. Go ahead. Okay, with a success. Thimble, you are a pixie from Tyr, cruise through the land of fairy, beyond this realm, a place beyond. You see a golden orchard swimming in your head. There's so much. Thjazi. Thjazi's counting on you. Roll another death saving throw.
Oh, shit, okay. Okay.
17.
17. His face. Tell Thimble, don't be scared. There's something on the wind. A falcon. Soaring. Give me another death saving throw.
Oh, fuck. 1.
Okay. But, seeing Thimble and the...
That's 2. That's
This is
2 successes, 2 failures. Everybody, for the first time in this campaign, roll initiative. Including you. You will roll with disadvantage. Actually, no. You roll straight.
Good, because I did that. Natural 20 for 22.
Natural 20. 20, 22. What did we get here?
22.
My hands are so cold. It's bad?
No, 22 is what my initiative was.
Okay.
Okay, but you got a 22 as well.
I did.
On a nat 20, you're going to go first.
Okay.
20, what do we get?
A 5.
A 5.
I'm somewhere. I'm very distracted as we come into this crime scene.
On that natural 1, you see it. You remember the day you were with him. He was holding you in the palm of his hand. I'm so sorry.
Oh, Lost 12.
They closed them. And you see the doors to fairy closing. Death, the shadow of the underworld racing against the light. That inner spark within you connecting you to lands beyond, vanishing. That was the last day you felt it. The day you started aging. The day that fairy vanished from the world. The light is leaving. That's what it means to be immortal. And on that 1, your light begins to leave. Tayor, you are looking down. This was Thjazi's, to say, his partner in everything, in crime, adventure, war, and heroism. Thimble and Thjazi were thick as thieves, and everywhere they traveled side by side, and you watch as the light begins to leave her in this moment. It is your turn.
I see the light dimming, and I look down, and I remember you so vividly, and yet you've changed. You seem different, and just instinctually, I grab onto something that's on my waist, and I reach out a single claw, and I ever so gently just touch it to your breastplate, and I will cast Lay on Hands. I'm sorry, Cure Wounds. Wounds. 2d8. Plus my spell casting ability. Okay.
I would have thought
Through the grate, Travis.
Yes.
And I promise I'm not trying to be cruel.
Oh my gosh.
But there is a grate in the floor between you and where Thimble is. Do you want to give me either an athletics check or something else to try to move it, or in acrobatics to try to squeeze your hands?
I would use athletics to rip the holy motherfucker out of that grate and leave no chance of anything getting between me.
Hell yes. If you so desire, even though there's possible danger everywhere, I will let you make that roll with advantage if you disregard your own physical well-being in getting the grate out of it. All right.
Amazing. 19 plus 4, 23.
23. You take just 3 points of bludgeoning damage, literally shoving your claws through the grate. The grate is kind of not big enough to get your hands in there, and you force them through, skinning your knuckles on the way in. And all of you watch Taor just pull some of the stone comes out with it, boom, as part of your movement, as like your object interaction to just get this thing out of there. Cast Cure Wounds for me, my friend.
Hold, Thimble, hold. And you'll see just a little bit of divine radiance extend down his silvery gray forearm down to the claw and into your chest, and you heal 13 points.
The light is leaving until suddenly the sun is rising. It's warm again. You look up, but this is a dream that it will hurt to leave, for the waking world holds no joy for you as you regain consciousness.
Easy, little one.
Taylor.
Hi, Thimble.
What are you... And I look next to me and I see the glyph. I have to get to Thjazi. I have to get this on Thjazi.
Wait, take it slow. You're with friends.
Thimble.
What are you doing here?
It's done. It's done.
What do you mean it's done? What do you mean it's done?
It's done. It didn't work.
I'm sorry. And the disguise self melts.
Octus.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I don't know what was going on there, but Thjazi, he's gone. I'm so sorry.
Thjazi's gone. Hidden. I hold onto your finger so I can get lifted up. My wing isn't working.
Oh, it's okay. Breathe. Just
Thjazi's gone. Thjazi's gone. When? How long ago? I look up. Do I see the sky? Is it nighttime?
It's no longer night.
Oh. I didn't even get to say goodbye. No.
Thimble. Then I approach you as you're holding on to Taylor's hand. He knew. I spoke to him in my way, and
they try to comfort her and stuff. Also, one of them, I think, is one of them does examine the glyph she's holding. This isn't the glyph that would have saved them. Which brings up another question. And when Azun he wanted to make sure the glyph was there. He scanned. He didn't actually get eyes, so he couldn't tell. But the way it works, using the same magics as we heard before, using the same he got something that read that had the basic proper like categories of magic in it, like illusion, and so it was something that was meant to scan. Like if you didn't take a close, you could mistake for it. If you weren't actually taking a close look at it. So what was it, and who knew of their plan? They have to re-examine the body. Thimble explains what happened here. She was working at when suddenly bursting in a room, masked assailants. Like I think they said maybe 9 of them. I forget exactly how many they said. even though they technically had element of surprise, he was able to get on guard fast enough, and she took out 3. The bar's not here, so they took their fallen. She managed to fall into the grate, but grab the glyphs is why they couldn't just take anyway. Like, but why it wasn't taken. 2.
There's somewhere.
Robbie!
We have Kleenex back in the booth.
I didn't bring Kleenex.
Robbie. Yeah, the unofficial member of season 3's cast. Well, semi-official, I think. Now full-fledged. Now that they have.
What's up? Hi.
Hell yeah.
Excuse me a second.
To Octus. All of you, I have all of your passive perceptions in front of me. A ghost appears in the doorway. Octus. You don't recognize figure, but Thimble, Teor, and Azune all do.
Now I remember what his character is.
Yeah. You see a human man.
Is he tall?
Coward. He is so tall. He actually is an imposing figure. He's
I heard of him.
He's older. I'd say it is
Yeah.
mid-40s or so.
I think this
but
guy's
it's
off
tough
the
to tell
first ranger
because,
they had in a
he's
while.
Lived a hard life, well, a weathered life from the very beginning. You see a man at the waning peak of his physical ability, but he was definitely there and very, very capable. He's 6'4", 220 pounds. He's carved out of the oak that he lives among. Cadigan Vale is has a cowl and hood over his head, and monochrome. Everything on him feels scavenged but purposeful, high quality and cared for, but wild and raw. And the things that he wears represents who he is on the inside as well. He is he's a wild man in a place that he shouldn't be. And as he sort of appears in the doorway in this imposing figure, he stumbles just a little bit. That aura goes away, and as he stumbles, he leans against the door, and you can tell, he's been drinking. Yeah. And that takes away, it diminishes him and the sort of aura that he's putting out. But he recovers quickly and does his best to make a joke and says, I thought this was going to be a funeral, not a reunion.
The sigil that Octus had started burning into the air fizzles.
I have that effect on many. And then through the open window, a massive juvenile canine just floats through the air and lands right in the middle of the room, immediately off to his quarter.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I fly up in the air.
And it growls at everyone in the room. And slowly walks over to Cadigan and sits at him without any command. Stops growling and looks out at everyone.
I know that dog.
What?
Pin comes up on my shoulder and flows in, goes and sniffs at the dog. This little fox made out of pieces of foxes.
Cadigan's completely confused.
I've seen this dog in the woods. Pin wanders in the woods sometimes, and sometimes I look through his eyes and I see this dog.
Well, you'd absolutely recognize him because Wolfric, the wolf, not a dog. I'm not good at naming things. Is armored himself, and it mirrors Cadigan's armor. On his side is an empty quiver. He even wears a tattered cowl, and Cadigan's knows what's going to happen next. He's just going to tear this fox to pieces, and instead, we'll frickin' help me. Pin. Circle each other, and Wolfric takes a submissive pose, and Pin just kind of jumps on him in place. And Cadigan goes, "Well, would you look at that? Hey, you've been making friends out there without me."
That's why Pin wanted to wear the scarf.
I step forward, recognizing someone I haven't seen in 10, 15 years. It's hard to know what. God. It's good to see you.
You look good, old man.
What are you doing here? Did you know?
He rubs some of the alcohol out of his eyes. Thjazi's pixie.
Thimble.
Yeah, right, thimble. So what's going on here?
How are you here?
Oh, fuck. And he pushes Teor out of the way and he goes, "You, I remember you, the boy. Look at that armor you got."
What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm following you. Yeah, you're easy to follow. Noisy, loud, clumsy. I'm half drunk and you fucks are easy.
Listen, we need to leave. This is a crime scene, and it's possible that people are going to come here and find us here.
Were you here? Were you at the execution?
Yeah. Yes. And, Cadigan's mind sort of drifts off to the execution, standing cloaked and alone in a crowded space. And he's fully in his right mind at this point. After what he'd seen in the rural areas surrounding.
There, he talks more about how he's there. He watched him. He had this. I can't fantasize. When he saw going up there, he could see him going up and rescue, cutting down and getting shot down. It's like he's not foolish enough to realize he can go up there without survive long enough. Even just survive long enough to get him out of there, like. Or any distance. So he has to watch as this former comrade dies. And back in the search, he then casts the spell Clue. I do not know I have never heard of this spell before, so maybe I need to. I have not been purchasing recent on D&D Beyond the more recent source books, so it's possible it's add there, but anyway, he casts that, and we see
stumble over and I look at what anybody else would seem like chaos in, but I see the footprints, and I see the handprints, and I see the action unfold in the remnants of what happened, and I just subtly cast Clue to myself.
I fly up and I land on Octus's shoulder while he's doing this.
And then as I cast Clue, all of the footprints and fingerprints within a 30-foot radius come to life in my eyes. And they all change different colors, and every single one of those footprints and fingerprints and everything from that battle comes to life. And I see it unfold before me, as real as it were happening in this moment. And I get this image of what unfolded.
This spell fucking rules.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
He doesn't do damage. No one ever uses it. Pretty sweet.
I'll see you soon.
Cadigan, you see, Wolfric, this sort of scent informs everything sound, and you can even play these visible footprints and fingerprints.
you can almost arrange them in time. There's a rhythm to them. There's a dance. As you do so,
okay. He finds this ornament of crow feathers on the on there. It's like something given to members of like I'm not sure if it was like organized crime or local mafia group known as the Crow Keepers. You notice this? They had like so many numbers and stuff, yet they were fight sloppy. Like they're expecting to overwhelm them with quick numbers and surprise, like getting real quick, faster than using the numbers to take to get there. But she got on guard too fast. He also detects elements of sorcery there. And they notice, like, over there, amongst some broken things, the wreckage around the room. Around the mental, there is broken glass. The glass that once contained an artifact that Ozzy got, that too many names and just, Thjazi. He had a position called the Stone of Night Song, an elven magic relic dating back to the Shapers War. In this thing, the world was created by these group gods called the Shapers, but they are not immortal gods. Like they don't die unless killed, but they can be killed and were killed off. Thing is, like, now, and they also, there's one thing very clear about this whole situation. They know about this hideout. And they also knew what the plan to rescue Thjazi was. Like, they not only to stop him from getting that, but also had a decoy, which inmates have the same magical emanations as the real one would have. So, if all this was known, there's likely that they are betrayed. We took a look at the stone. It's a round stone with it looked like a magpie with its wings like sort of curled around to form the circle.
Is the letter still here?
Give me an investigation check with advantage.
Oh, my dice.
13.
13. With advantage?
With advantage.
Pick wisely. You only have a couple. As always.
Tiniest little fairy dice.
Oh my god.
I can't read it.
No. Yes, correct.
I really can't read it.
3.
Fuck.
Oh, tie dice, tie number.
Insight check.
You get a 13?
Yeah.
13.
Oh.
Taking a moment, I was saying on a 13, it takes some time, but you know you can't leave without it. So, with some help, there is something of Thjazi's that you absolutely cannot leave here without. And you end up finding a letter with a single name on it. Bolaire. Finally, you find it. And as we see the name Bolaire on this letter, we must return to the holder of the name, which means returning to the Fang family home. Thank you for your time at the table.
Let's go.
And I love our funeral goers to come on back.
I did that too earlier.
It's fine.
Smash it.
Break everything. We're in this place.
We're coming. Points.
Yep.
Points. Table swap. Table swap.
I'll just leave that.
Yeah.
Over.
What? I didn't know people were gonna go by you. Jesus.
As they get settled in,
Unlike the chaos, the holder of this name on this letter in the wreckage of Thjazi's hiding spot. However, unlike the chaos that unfolds in that room, I think a rather dashing figure now approaches the home. Talisman, would you please describe your character for us as he approaches?
Well, Belair currently is holding his cloak in his hand, which normally he will wear to kind of keep a low profile, but considering that he knows exactly where he's going and is prepared to be a bit of a spectacle, is showing off. He wears a very fine set of clothing. It's not very rich, but it certainly has money and a bit of somewhere between ostentatious taste and trying to blend in, but really not wanting to. He wears black leather and suede, tied over an underlayer of deep red crimson. He is covered head to toe, from gloves all the way up to a high neck. He has very long, curly, dark red hair. And the most notable thing about Belair is that he wears a mask. And this mask is a gray clay with dark gray, almost black lips, and very, very large, empty pools of blackness where each eye should be, with a cut to indicate possibly tears that run down the face. Deep within these black pools, you can see tiny blue reflected lights, almost like a cat hiding in a shadow at night. And that's what blinks instead of the mask, deep within. This would be even more disturbing as he approaches the door. The mask itself sighs and moves just like a real face.
Sighing at the door, you are about to walk in to the home of a friend and the funeral.
I don't know Thjazi very well. My dealings with him are private and often through an intermediary. But I did go to the execution.
Thinking back, there, in the shadows, higher up in the seats at the back of the nobles' viewing gallery. You yourself, not a noble, but one who deals in matters of nobility, welcome in the spaces afforded to nobles. You look down and see Thjazi's final words. What were you feeling in those last moments before the rope went taut?
I was there to see who was going to help him. He's far too clever to let this be the end of him. And it's better to see things in person, because second-hand accounts are even more unreliable than first ones. I needed to know who had that kind of power and who decided to exercise it. Sadly, my empty seat next to me for my companion, who decided not to show. I'm not terribly surprised, but it would have been nice to have company. But I'm perfectly happy to sit and not have to make a face.
Thjazi's final moment. An incredible show of force. The first execution in the history of the city of Dolmakyar, carried out exclusively under the authority of the Chamber of the Lord's Advisory. An auspicious day for the power of the sundered houses.
Fuck.
Memory saves. And you approach the house of Hallandil Fang. You enter within and see Taisha Loy of the Dolmakyar Loys, absolutely shit-faced, holding a demon's ear.
She is mid-druidic rant, but you can see that there are streaks of tears down her cheeks. And she looks up at you and doesn't want to break the rant, and you see her blink, and then you see a second set of eyelids blink, and her voice continues, but now it's on the other side of the room as I burn a wild shape to summon Hala, my wild companion, who continues the rites in my stead so I can turn and address you. Welcome.
I would ask if you're all right, but this is, even for you, impressive.
It's been a while.
I'm sorry for showing up like this, but I assumed you would need help. And I'm more than happy to distract some of the more inappropriate people who you look very familiar.
Hi, I'm Tyranny.
Tyranny.
You look so familiar. I can't put my face on it. My finger on your face. I can't put my finger on your face.
I really wouldn't. You came to the gala 6 months ago.
The party.
You did, at the museum. You
It was
remember?
my first and only party. I don't remember much of it.
We are well aware because you did, in fact, manage to elude security for nearly 15 minutes before we found you having thrown up into one of the only 3 remaining urns of the Eyes of Kaloon.
Sorry.
It's all right. Now we use it as a teaching exercise in the cleaning of antiquities.
Oh, that's great. So it helped.
I suppose you could see it like that.
Oh, hold on. I have a thing for you. A box. Did I give it to Octus? Where's Octus?
Octus is here.
Where is my...
As you look around, I think Wick and Hal, you guys descend the staircase from on high. Hal, you can see that the fullness of the gathering is here now. Like, there are a lot of... You see some of Thjazi's more criminal associates here. There are some, arcanists and occultists in the space. A lot of neighborhood people, a lot of family friends. But the house is full, and people are coming up to the table as Taisha's deer, Hala, is standing with its nose sort of down towards the top of Thjazi's head as he is laid out on the table, his arms crossed. You see a bunch of family friends are coming and putting, brass rings and adornments on his fingers and laying brooches or necklaces across his chest. So he's sort of being, gathered up with small treasures and trinkets here on his viewing.
Hallandil, where's my son? I have to give the box.
Oh, dear. You're asking me about Al?
No. The Octus. Sorry, where is Octus?
I've been upstairs for a little bit. I don't know. Is he here? I say as I pet your deer by my brother's body.
You see walking in through the door
a beautiful merchant woman who looks about in her like early 40s, gorgeous.
Sorry. More of how his family arrives. That's actually his. I believe the that's his current wife. But oh, they don't actually mention the. They mention his daughter here. I think that's his. They actually don't mention. I guess they didn't mention what his wife's name is. Sorry. 3.
Cantrip to instantly soberize
Yes,
yourself.
I'm trying to lock in so much.
Do you want to use the Druidcraft cantrip to instantly soberize yourself?
Please.
You can do that.
She walks up to you.
Hi.
Elodie goes, Taisha, hello.
Oh, partner. Okay, yeah, sorry, they did. They'll just. Sorry, yeah.
I have something to tell you.
Have you been drinking?
Yeah, I know.
Tyranny.
Ember verse 151 Cloud, not the spark with poison. Right? Remember?
But you did cloud the spark.
Yeah.
With poison.
Okay. Listen. Everyone here is drinking, and so I kind of feel like because people don't really
Tyranny.
want you
I'm gonna
here,
cast
then-
thaumaturgy and yell 3 times my normal volume. Tyranny. Be still.
Oh.
Yes, your radiance. I'm gonna read some hymns.
You can go in the corner and start reading hymns.
Through that like bubbling up bickering, Hal has just been sort of like looking through it at Belair and thinking about his brother's words until that voice shatters the room and I whip back.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
Good help, it's so hard to find. At this point, that he officially presents the sword back to Hal, like, return it to him.
A figure enters the door that knows that sword quite well. Matthew Mercer, do you want to come join us?
Oh. Matt Kicker.
How we got rid of Matt?
His first main character.
You can only hope. Yep. Thank you.
Matt's first main campaign.
Hi, Matt.
Hello, everybody.
Main player character.
Wait, what was his vibe coming in?
We're about to find out, because we're about to find out what his vibe was immediately prior to coming in. A gleaming green and golden carriage, baroque and wrought all throughout, stylized and gilded, borne forward by a team of 4 snow-white horses, glides up
I think I forgot to add what the end point is, so.
Carriage of the sundered house of Royce. Seated in the back, a grieving widow. In years only of some 40-odd, and her gorgeous, gleaming green gown, bedecked with jewels, tears streaming down her face as she stares ahead, shattered. She holds in her hand a wedding ring, one she has not worn on her hand in many years, but has never let stray beyond her person. To her left, one of her oldest childhood friends. Matt, would you please describe your character?
Yes. You see a
human man, just about to crest into his 30s. Lanky, compact build, sealed within a reinforced leather military uniform of House Devinos, the vassal house to the Sundered House of Royce. In dark purples and gray with red trim, you see across the right shoulder an intricate silver metal pauldron, and the other shoulder itself hidden within a dark green short cape with intricate designs of vine and flower kind of sewn through it. Himself, a very stern, kind of stoic look as he just kind of stares into the opposite side of the carriage. His long, heavily curly black hair kind of tumbling past his shoulders, his other hand kind of resting on his knee while the sheathed rapier sits on his left hip as he just kind of rides in the carriage.
Staring forward, Aranessa is falling apart beside you. It's hard to tell in this moment, compared to someone openly grieving, how Julian is doing. We move back to the gallery, viewing the execution. Looking down, you sit next to an empty seat. You're not sure, back in the carriage, whether Aranessa saw Thjazi's final moments or not. Her seat was empty beside you, though you knew that she was not far away. So with that amount of privacy, what was Sir Julian Devinos thinking as he watched the final moments of Thjazi Fang?
He sits, arms crossed, in his chair, looking down from his elevated, noble box view of this execution. His hair tumbled past one half of his face. And the faintest little grin peeks at the corner of his mouth. And that's all.
As the body dangles, nobles around you rise. You see a hand slaps on your back from a noble of a house that fought under, you think, the Halovars. It's an older gentleman who sort of slaps you. You think maybe from the Maltaire or the Agerion family. He just slaps you on the shoulder and goes, "They should let you do the honors, eh?"
Yeah, unfortunately such honors are not given to those who deserve it, my friend. But, there's further glory to have regardless, yes?
Oh, for the hero of the Battle of Maharlane Falls, the man who brought Thjazi Fang to heal, you'd think they'd let you. It's an honor, Julian. Jacques Maltaire, it's a pleasure.
Jacques takes his hand and kind of holds it and just holds it steady as he makes his eye contact directly. It has been quite some time, and with time some things are forgotten. So while the honor is not mine, I appreciate you acknowledging such a historied walk of grace.
Having no idea what to make of this interaction, Jacques Maltaire says, Good on ya. And walks as you look and you see as you come out of reverie, you are approaching this place. Aranessa has started to look out the window. These homes are so lovely.
You're not wrong. They are, He kind of just trails off for a second and gets lost in his own thought for a second before shaking free of it. My lady, and he reaches into his cloak, pulls it back, and you can see as the cloak kind of gets turned aside, his left hand itself is fully kind of wrapped in an intricate metal gauntlet of dark silver itself, like deeply filigree and multiple plates of it. It almost looks unbalanced compared to the rest of his thin frame. But as it kind of reveals it briefly, he peeks into his kind of inside of his coat, his leather kind of tunic, and pulls forth this little piece of white cloth and hands it over to the lady.
She wipes her eyes with it. It was awful. It was awful.
My lady, I do not mean to speak out of turn here. I'm a bit taken aback. We are no strangers to the history of violence, and Thjazi, whatever memories you cling to, is not the man that you once loved. He wouldn't be there if he was, yes?
I married a dashing hero. From the very end of the War of Axe and Vine, the adventurer rogue, a pixie by his side and magic in his eyes. 2 years later, he took up the banner of rebellion. My grandfather sided with the Halovars and the Taconuses. Perhaps these things are fated. 2 points of light exist in constellation, though the night sky grows between them. What I can tell you is this. When you knocked my husband off his horse and brought him to justice, and he was given clemency, Julian, he told me to run away with him. And I said no. I've loved that man every year since, of the long years we have been apart. And when he died, I hid. Love doesn't go away so easily. It stays.
Heavy moment there.
I just got put in my
Oh, man!
Everbright.
Flesh. She's not too.
Yeah, but Ricochet. I'm kind of hitting on you via
No,
him.
she's not to taste of the flesh. She is pure.
Oh, man.
Everbright.
This guy's we're at a funeral. Relax.
Everbright.
Everbright. I can be so good for you. I just memorized a hymn. I just got put in my place in the basement. It's flooded.
I pat you on the shoulder. I just want to give you a little, Druidcraft bump if you need it. And I have that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, please.
Sober up.
Yeah. Little guidance.
Is this sort of a religious thing? You can't, or is this like actually an apparitional thing where you would just vanish in a puff of?
No,
Is that brimstone? Is that
I'm
sulfur?
here. I'm real. I threw up in your vase.
Yeah, but I mean, if you copulated, is that the word I think? I'm trying to feel like I'm going to use.
Please, will you hide your ears from this disgusting talk.
I don't think it's true.
You see, Loza Blade looks over to you and says, I just wished to speak with you if I could, because...
Right, I'm sorry.
Are all funerals this fun?
No.
Pardon me, everyone. I'll go over to Loza.
she offers to hire herself out for security purpose, just because you gotta pay the bill somehow. And is actually after all the things like he kind of feels like he shouldn't, but then after all the uncertainty after the day's events, his certainty about things is not as great after today's events and the unforeseen turn, at least to him. The Green Widow comes in with Julian and Taisha immediately sees Julian and makes sure to wear all the plans around him, getting a message across. And what's her name? What's her name? His charge starts her own visual over.
Concealed rage. Aranessa is way better than this. And what'd you get?
22.
22. Aranessa is barely holding on. The level of vulgarity in how open she is being is a danger to her house. She just looks and goes, you on a 7 do not get that. No. She looks at you and just goes, sorry, Billy.
I want to gently just push the children back and get in front of them, because this is a lot.
Yeah. She just looks and says, I can imagine how hard you were working. Yesterday, I arrived at the Via Aurora to speak with your mother and waited for some 2 or 3 hours. I assume that there must have been some work. Perhaps that was what garnered her time to that degree.
I'm in Tyranny's ear. Guidance. Get him out of here.
I'm certain that she was just doing some of her charity works, perhaps, or
I throw up.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. Ever right. We have to leave. I feel so bad. I'm so sorry. We gotta go.
I'm so sorry. Apologies, Hal.
I'm so sorry. I'm trying really hard to be good, and I'm not bad. I'm so sorry. Let's go.
She is not. She's trying.
You see Olgood comes up and gives you a tall thing of water and puts a little melting alchemical tablet in it. Yeah, the Yargras will do that every time.
Oh, good. I love you so much. He's all good.
We will.
All good.
We will.
Please.
We will worship to clear this out of your system.
Please.
You don't need any of that.
I think we should go.
Yes. I think we should go.
Ernest looks and says, important charity works. Well, it is as ever an honor to be represented on the Chamber of the Lord's Advisory. To think how far we've come since the Shaper's War, that our houses are so aligned now.
It is lovely, isn't it?
And of course, I keep calling you my lord, but you are all priests now.
Yes, I'm a light priest.
Congratulations.
You can. I mean, most people use your radiance.
This is where
I have to puke again.
Julian steps forward a little bit and puts his hand on Lady Ernest Julius.
My lady, there is time for more conversation in a bit, but I believe you must sit down for a moment and have some rest. You have not had a moment yet with the body.
Rest? No, I'm fascinated. So, a worship of, I think, the light? Yes?
We're going to go. We're going
Not
to
even...
Thank you.
Jesus.
Bid you all farewell.
And you guys... you guys head out.
It was good to see you.
You know what? I think I know him too. Should I say hi to him?
I think we should go. I'm going to do
Julian, right?
May the light guide your soul.
Have a wonderful day,
Take care.
Wherever you end up forever, hope those
Aranessa grabs your arm so hard and goes, they worship the light. Don't you understand? It's a divinity. Without the inconvenience of having a voice or perspective.
My lady. And I give you a big bow and then a huge hug and lift her up.
She gives you a huge bow. Or she gives you a huge hug in return. Looks around and says,
yeah, I know.
I have not comported myself in a ladylike fashion.
Fine. We're mourning.
Hal, may we approach, your brother's body?
Please. Please.
She walks up. Now there is a veritable trove. Bracers and necklaces.
There's the body has been well ordinated or decorated at this point. And Taisha takes Julian to the side and with a, oh boy.
Do we understand?
You see Shadia says, "We do, Mr. Bolaire. Thank you so much for the kind lesson." You see Hero looks up at you and says, "Why specifically funerals and weddings?"
I don't know. Honestly, because I kind of kneel down and turn to the children after all of this. Now, I hope we all just learned that we have to be kind and forgive the idiocy of people at funerals and weddings. Do we understand?
You see Shadia says, "We do, Mr. Bolaire. Thank you so much for the kind lesson." You see Hero looks up at you and says, "Why specifically funerals and weddings?"
I don't know. Honestly, because I suppose we have to pick 2 days to be forgiving instead of just being irritated at them all the time.
See, Hero goes, "I can't tell if that's generous or stingy." And you see that,
I fucking love your children.
Julian and Taisha step away. Aranessa looks at you and says, I don't know what that Halovar prick told you, but I'll tell you this. I was kept waiting in the antechamber of the Via Aurora for the better part of a day. How the doors to Fairy shut. I don't know how much longer my name will mean anything. Every passing day, the Tuconis, the Halovar, seems stronger, and it seems like fewer messages arrive at the Golden Orchard. I don't know what the future means. Maybe I should have run away with Thjazi all those years ago.
Hand down by my side, I clasp hers in friendship and squeeze it lightly. Whole world's getting away from us.
The world is changing. Speaking of the world changing, someone who would know one or two things about that, I think, arrives at the funeral. Marisha Ray, would you come in, please?
Hey! Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Goodness gracious.
Oh,
I am so late. Oh, the rain is coming down harder than a horse's stream out there.
Harder than that.
my
So,
goodness. Oh.
Hi. Hi, how are you?
Oh, how are you?
I'm good.
Oh, shit, and Elodie's here too.
Oh my god. Kids are in the corner. How are you?
Yeah, I'm great. Oh my goodness. Oh, I brought a cranberry roll and a bottle of Yard's Grass.
You see Olga looks over at you and says, "Oh shit!
Oh, shit.
I brought a ton of cranberry rolls."
I brought like a whole 6-pack of cranberry. Well, it's the thought that counts.
Please describe your character for us.
All right. You see, walking in, she's a little disheveled from the rain, which is not, normally her position. In fact, she just kind of does a little bit of wizard magic to get herself all back into her full shining glory. You see a dwarf woman with kind of long auburn hair spilling out from under a flat brim cap, like big, long, big hat. And then you see that she's wearing this like coat, this like long duster jacket that doesn't have sleeves. The sleeves are bullshit. And it looks like she walked into a rich person's house and saw someone's rug and went, "That looks nice," and then made a jacket out of it. And then you see she's not afraid of color. And even though it is a funeral, she has to show off her proudest asset, which is her big old rack. And
Yeah, that's kind of prominent there.
you know,
too.
as she likes to say, you know, lanterns are lit, so are the tits.
Let's go.
So she loves a good party. She loves a good funeral. You know, there's just something about her, even though she's very like put together. Oh, and you can see she's got like a little bit of like a chin strap. It is like perfectly braided. And her nails are did. They are shining. And then you see on the tip of her index finger, she's got what looks like a press on, but when you look a little bit closer, it's like the tip like of an ink pen. It's like a quill. So yeah, she's here, and you know, she looks very put together, but also there's just something about her that's a little grimy, a little greasy.
I'm thankful to be 6'4". That is a good angle. Hey, girl, hey.
Yeah, hey. Hi.
Murray arrives, Murray Magnuson arrives as truly one of, like, for Thjazi's funeral, this is like Thjazi's current crowd that he's been running with. You arrive and look around, Murray, and immediately you see off in a corner, you see a lot of the magical underbelly. For a man who was just hanged for arcanism, there are a lot of arcanists here. Off in a corner, you see Tashmara Cobblegrave catch your eye with her one purely white pinprick pupil eye, and then an eye of a normal sort of hazel sclera. Looks over and goes, Murray, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Off in a corner, you see a tiny gnome with a kind of crooked top hat who's got a bunch of bracelets looking around, who looks over. This is Uncle Emerald. You see, he looks over and goes, hey, Murray.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Condolences.
Hello.
Happy
my God,
funeral.
it was just so tragic. And she kind of starts digging into the cranberry rolls, and she kind of picks out of her teeth. And as you see her kind of picking it out, she's missing the front three, like right side of her teeth. And if you look closer, they've been replaced with gemstones. So she's got one that's a little ruby, one that's just like a kind of a clear white quartz, and then another that's like a purple quartz. How she lost those teeth, who knows?
Walking over to you, a sort of sallow-faced man who you see is just sort of like leather vest, tons of armpit hair pouring out. But you see the vest, no shirt under the vest, but just sort of a tie, a sort of ruffled tie around like a bare neck. This is Thjazi Gaunt.
Thjazi, you dressed up.
I did. I know that we are mourning the loss of a dear compatriot.
I can see you put in the effort.
Do you still need those skulls?
You know, I think we can table that conversation.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Condolences.
You know where to find me. Yeah.
We'll talk later.
Okay.
But I don't know where we're gonna... because he's gone, so I don't know where we're gonna find each other.
You know I work at the Pen Tavern.
I'm allowed in.
No, you know what? Here, upstairs. Yeah, you know what?
Do
Can
the
we
skulls
talk
upstairs?
Can we exchange the skulls upstairs?
I can tell you where to find me if that's
Yeah,
safe.
you know what? Let's make it connect.
Okay, I'll write it down.
It feels weird to be networking at a funeral.
I know, but...
I think it's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Yes.
So we have to kind of...
No, we should.
It's what he would have wanted. He would have wanted us to...
Look, this isn't my address. This is an address for some places that you can find me at on like Thursdays.
Okay, I'll be there nonstop until you show up.
Okay, yeah, I tend to like to go have a glass of wine. This is one of the dive bars, the Fae.
Great.
That's it.
Miss Magnuson, you grace our family with your
Goodness,
presence.
you sweet thing. Are you all right? I just come up and I do the little. I'm a dwarf. I'm down here. I forget sometimes.
5'11".
5'11". Short for a dwarf. 5'11".
Can I get you anything? Would you like a drink? I
brought some yard grass. I know that it was his favorite.
It was. I need to put this blade somewhere. I'll be right back.
Wait.
Get her a drink.
I have to kill this man first.
You're probably already headed.
We'll say as Murray has come in here blustering like a tornado, and all this chaos has happened. Sir Julian has used this immediate opportunity to disengage from the tractor beam of intention you have put upon him, and has kind of pulled away from the rest and actually gone to have a moment with the corpse himself, while everyone is kind of distracted. If I might.
Yeah. What do you do as you approach the corpse?
Heads to the
Corpse of the
And then I walk away. Well adorned and well remembered and well beloved body.
And then turn and
Looks down upon the
What do you hear?
The well adorned and well remembered, and all those whose lives he's touched. I can hear the gentle, occasional sobs and stutters of my dear friend, Lady Arnessa, and just quietly look down upon him. And the only shame is I couldn't watch you die twice.
Ooh.
And then I walk away.
Belair, could you do me a favor and get our friend Murray a drink? I'll be right back. I'm just going to go deal with this. I'm going to slip away real quick. Blade.
He goes and takes the he goes over to the plaque with his deed on it for the new theater. It puts his sword right there, like with it.
She goes, what is this delightful thing called?
Oh, yeah.
It's best for sipping.
no,
He puts his hand out from open and goes, Arnessa, are you sure?
Oh, there you are. You want to go talk?
As you
He takes it from her.
I
am now.
You take the shot and head out.
Just immediately pour Aranessa another shot, because that was weird.
Matt, I would love for you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Ooh, that is a solid 6.
We're back, baby.
I would like. I would like.
Didn't know dice go high.
I would like for Belair, Murray, Taisha, or Hal, anyone who wants to. No one has, like, I think, a detect magic up right now. But give me either Arcana or... Call it, like, Arcana or Nature or Religion. Dealer's choice. Well, go ahead and give me a roll. DC 20 gets you a vibe. DC 25 gets you pure information.
All right. Can I give guidance to myself?
Yeah.
Go with
Nat 20? We're rolling hot tonight, baby. It's there's a lot of RP going on, but these are some important rolls.
Pretty good. 23 on Arcana.
23 on Arcana.
I have a +6. So 13.
Great.
That's with
Murray, I think on this Arcana check, you just notice as Taisha and Julian step outside, there is a bit of, you notice the cold iron nail kind of like glow a little subtly orange for a second. That's for repelling demons and fairies. Belair, on a nat 20.
Religion and Arcana.
Religion.
Your pick.
Your pick.
26.
On a nat 20. I'll give you 2 out of 3. We'll make it fun. Dealer's choice. The target, the effect, and the cause. You can get 2 out of 3.
I hate you. Every fiber of my being. We'll take the target and the cause.
The target and the cause. The cause
there is an orcish custom. So all those candles, everything around Thjazi's body, the coins and everything, he is in a state of, this is part of the old path. He's been adorned with treasures by his loved ones. He is under a protection. That protection has been, something has been done to cross it. You don't have the effect. But something like a shadow follows Sir Julian Davinos out of this home. And you can see, in a way that maybe only Bolaire can, a shadow walking out the door after Julian.
Would anything like, Devil's Sight wouldn't help with this. I'm trying to think if I have anything I can do to...
On that nat 20, I think that you get a sense that, like, without, again, you don't know the effect, but it's something small. This is like the kind of magic that people tend to ignore. A little bit of folklore, an old superstition, a saw, an old wives' tale. But you watch as something small and surreptitious is born into existence and begins to walk behind Sir Julian. And I think, with more time, there are things back at the museum that maybe would be worth consulting after what you just saw. Julian and Taisha step outside together.
Taisha?
Why are you here?
Because my friend is grieving.
Oh, I'm just going to end that clip just right there. So there, he's there to escort and I guess support her a little, but he's also there to get his own closure with and he on the end of someone he deeply. She is deeply suspicious of this man, deep distrust. But not fully. We found out that he also is an instructor at a campus. Her son attends and directly is teaching him fencing. So he is one of her son's teachers. They talk. He does to his complete belief that Thjazi was a traitor. So she kind of retort back there, saying about how this really gets people so. And she says there's a reason why there is a. She kind of argues him and saying there's a reason why the door to Fairy is still closed. Like, I guess she brings the current regime here. And that, but is this time that
I pity you. Because if it takes this level of betrayal of your kin to try to claw your way out of the mud, and what good has it done? The door to Fairy is still closed.
Oh, yeah.
And it's only the work of my people that gives you a snowflake's chance in hell of any real comeback. So you're gonna watch your fucking tone with me. And if one hair is hurt on my son's head, there will be nothing you or your lovely lady patron can do to stop ripping you limb from fucking limb. And I'll start with that pretty little glove of yours. Do you understand me? And at this, I think you can feel it. Heat coming off like a shimmer off of the back of her, and she is trying very hard not to wild shape right now.
The pleasure is always Taisha.
You're both suddenly aware that the temperature has dropped about 15 degrees in the last minute.
It is night, and the clouds have vanished, and the silver light over the rookery casts everything in a strange translucence. I'm going to need perception checks from both Taisha and Julian in this moment.
He has guidance on him.
Come out at night.
Oh, that's just a 6.
Matt, stop touching my dice.
What do we got here?
It's the least I can do for that shit you just threw at me. That's gonna... Oh.
14?
Glorious 10. I am fully, right now, believing that this is your doing. I'm like... We'll only be here a short time.
This isn't me.
The magpies aren't cawing. Something ancient moves upon the face of this city. A figure is walking up the street. The lights are not on in the other houses. It walks alone, approaching his home. Ashley Johnson, you want to come out?
I bet it's super chill.
Yeah. Stop there. Stop, bro.
Yeah.
You bring the night.
Oh, I brought the night. I brought the night. Okay. Hi.
Hi. Would you do me the favor of describing your character as she approaches the top of the hill?
Sure. You see an extremely tall woman.
5'11".
Dressed in sort of deep obsidian, snug, black leather chest armor and robes and pale white lacing that goes all the way up the top to the top of her throat. She pulls down a black hood and she wears a veil of mourning that looks to be chainmail that's draped over her elven ears. And the part of her face that we can see, you can see that there's gashes and scarring and burns. It almost looks like a scar of arcane magic. Wrapped around her waist a few times is a very, very long chain, and she holds the end of it sort of laced between her fingers, and dangling on the bottom of it is a censer with some smoke coming out of it. She walks up and sees the two of them.
As you approach, covering on your face, you wear a veil of mourning, an article of religious, perhaps even ecclesiastical garb. And though you approach a funeral, the veil of mourning is not for the deceased that lies within. You behold a human warrior, an orcish druid, as you arrive at the top of the hill, the censer in your hands. You smell funereal incense, the stink of liquor. Last rites are being held within this place. You have arrived exactly where you were told to expect the event you now see unfolding.
Do I recognize do you have religious paraphernalia on you?
Not that you can see. It is she's just wearing pure black, minus her white lacing, and there's not really any religious symbols on her whatsoever.
Are you here to mourn Thjazi, Fang?
I walk straight inside.
Yeah. She goes to claim. She goes in like she does not say. Not until she finally says, talks about asking for about a certain item. She said she claims they stole a stone from her. At this point, we can pretty much guess that this is the stone that was taken from the safe house. From her.
He's just opened every menu.
With advantage, if you'd be so kind.
Where's my stuff? Realist vibe.
Okay.
He's just opened every menu.
I know, I was like, okay. You said insight check? Okay.
With advantage.
Wait, really?
Yeah. With advantage,
You said advantage?
With
Yeah.
advantage, yeah. These are size dice.
Okay, great. I know.
How many teeth do I have?
That's really good. That's 18 plus 5.
23.
Yes, it's 23.
You look around and see a dead mortal on the table. Through the stinking world, God of Ahriman, die.
She's a little moment to actually have seen the Shaper gods.
And have had to trudge for weeks through the stinking world they built in the wake of what they destroyed. You see here in this place, family, criminals, nobles, all threads of the same corrupted tapestry. But there's one person you don't see. One being who you know knows what the Stone of Night song is. Because she was there. You wonder if any of these people are hiding her. And on that 23, you know that they will know of that person who traveled with Thjazi.
She kind of asks more questions about her, but Boliner, who is the only other elf there. I just looked. It did say he is an elf apparently. She's addressed. Says chastise her about being a little tactless with the questions right now. Well, Vale is asked to describe the stone. Her description matches what was stolen from the warehouse. So yeah, that's what they're looking for. However, we do find out what I forget if they actually describe this. She describes it to her, or it says it in her thought bubble. We learn that the stone helps elven spirits avoid the underworld when they die. It was originally created by a celestial who served under the Shaper god of the elves, but who has long since died. In the Shaper War, with Bolin saying it's not there. Then
upstairs, Hal and Taisha, the silver box flies open. On the desk, shattered ceramic, black clay, hidden in the box, begins to move together into the shape of a mask, much like the one downstairs on Valaire's face.
This was the last thing. Thjazi asked me to get it. I don't know what it is. Can I make an Arcana check?
You want to make an Arcana check?
Yeah. No, I don't like this
You'll be
at
able to
all.
make an Arcana check at what you now see shaking across the inner workings of the box, black velvet and black clay, coming together swiftly because you spoke the name of a little fairy. We'll make that Arcana check at the top of next week's episode.
Yep. They both.
Thanks for watching episode
lovers
1. We hope you enjoyed it. And the question that I will remember to ask: is it Thursday yet? Got it, baby!
And with that, we now take us through our homebrew of the evening. In honor of a new campaign. And how about we learn about the new Druid, the new hunt. This is when I created long ago. I to get ideas. I created certain categories of for classes that have been used and stuff, and think of all. And think of and I try to fill them all, which if they haven't already been filled yet. But I'm rusty, and making this, I realized how rusty I was making D&D things, certain tricks I've learned. But anyway, to start off with, we got your class spells at second level, where you get your you get when you take the subclass. This is like the old 5e. I haven't. I'll later convert this into the D&D 1 or D&D 2024. But you start with the cantrip True Strike, along with the spells Catapult and Hunter's Mark. This whole subclass is about learning adapting with the times, not so differently from evolution. Also, you at third level you get your second level spells Dark Vision and See Invisibility, because you gotta be able to spot when you're hunting. And then your third level spells are Blink for good flanking of the prey, and Conjure Barrage because of I'll get into what was the main theme of this later. Arcane Eye, Nard Tracking, as well as Staggering Smite. Help stun it to help really get a grip on the prey. Then Mislead, because there's no then you get your ninth level spells. You get fifth level spells at your ninth level, which is Mislead, because you'll eventually find a spot where you'll. Oh wait, I forgot the little blurb. Sorry, I am rusty. While many believe that there are only the hunters and the hunted, you know the truth of the food chain. The truth is it loops, even suddenly. It's dealing about change stuff, and maybe a little change of cycle. Mislead, because eventually there will be someone who you may need to come back to, anyway. And then you just get a good old fashioned flame strike for this. Kind of fits with what the main purpose of this is. Then you get your others. Then you get your primary second level ability, Hunter to Hunted. You have advantage on all stealth, survival, and perception against creatures that are actively searching for you. They try to hunt you, you hunt them. Simple as that. Then you have the Blasting Fang at level 6. You have proficiency with firearms. Advantage on perception checks for retrieving ammunition and any checks for restoring spent pieces of ammunition. When I said there was I made categories and try to make subclasses for each of the class in that category. Like this one was part of the category of firearms stuff. So if it seems a little disjointed stuff, firearms and druids aren't traditionally things that go together. So it was. Then at level 10, you get the Roaring Shot. This is where it really gets interesting. While wild-shaped, you can cast spells whose total level equals your druid level, but the spells must specifically be that augment weapons, your attack, for your unarmed strike. Also, you can use your firearms while in wild shape, as you can fire the shot right out of your mouth, like kind of stuff. You can do this anytime you want. Fire this. However, whatever firearms you use, you cannot be reloaded while in wild shape. That is not until you get to your capsule ability at level 14, Renewed Hunt. You can use your action to attempt to reload while still wild shape. You roll a d6, subtract 1, and then you can reload a number of shots in your two different firearms equal to equal to the result. It was, as I said, this will take up your whole action to do. It also, in addition, once per short rest, you can spend a number of hit dice equal to your constitution score, and heal yourself. And heal that many and heal from the resultant rolls. And that, I thank you for joining me for the start of Campaign 4. This is Frina Dementia. I wish thee good fortune on the quest of life.